Welcome to The Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and The Daily Dish.
We're just a little jazzy, aren't we? Hello, it's FriYAY! Who's in the house? So glad to see everyone. Look at this. There's Catherine and Patsy and Flynn. Oh my. Hi, Shauna. You're in the house as well. Good to see everyone. Lucy's here. Gwen's here. So good to see you. Hot Melt 30 indeed. Here come the hashtags. Hi, Suzanne. Here they all come. We have a lot of people doing the Hot Melt 30 and we are thrilled about it. I hope you're enjoying it. I think it's fabulous and fun. That's for sure. Hey, Steph. Steph's here. And Steph just made her first big post in the Hot Milk Sprint group. So go say hello to Steph. We love that she's here. Hello, Martha. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Here's to everybody hot milk mixing this morning. Or this afternoon. Somebody wrote a post that they're using their soda, I think it was Sharon, using their soda stream with hot melt mix and L-glutamine. What a great idea. I apologize ahead of time if you hear a lot of noise out here, like vroom vroom kind of a thing. We have some guys out there knocking down the little twiggy trees so that we can get our pretty view back. Yay. There's Noreen and Denise and Corliss and Joanne. Martha, I think I said hello to Martha. No, I didn't. Martha, Joanne, Corliss, Denise, Noreen, Janet, Eileen, Patsy, Jackie, Vanessa, hello! It's FriYAY. So I'm excited about that. Got some really good questions for you. You know, oftentimes what these questions end up being are questions that you would have asked anyway, right? That's just what it is. So questions are important. I love getting your questions too. You can always send them into support@savingdinner.com. And don't forget, you put question for Leanne on Friday. I will answer it. Doris knows that. Hi, Doris. I'm glad you're here. We have success tools. You know this. Hi, Tracy. I'm glad you're here too. And you know what? I forgot to get that. Your tea question. I've got your tea question. But I forgot to get it. I will take a picture of it and send it into customer service to send back to you. But it's not the same tea. Jocelyn's here too. That makes me happy. I love it when Jocelyn shows up, and I love it when you all show up. And I especially love seeing new faces because you know what makes me excited? It makes me excited to see people who are doing new things. I do. And it makes me excited to see people who are saying, hey, you mean there's another way to do this? And it's not just about my jeans. That makes me excited. Yay, Margaret's here. I'm so glad. So glad you're here, Margaret. What was it that our Patsy was saying? She mixes hot melt mix with cucumber and lemon water. Oh, now that sounds good. Is it good? I bet you it's delicious. I bet it's wonderful. Roberta, what are you doing here? I'm so glad you're here too. How fun. Now, Roberta's my wine girl. I have had just a little bit of wine with Roberta and her husband, who we affectionately call the mayor of Reno. Hi, Julie and Laura. I'm glad you're here. Hello, hello. We're having a great time. Good questions, like I said, and tons of tools for you to really help move the needle. Listen, setting up your environment, key. You want to be changing your mind by changing what you're reading and what you're thinking about, right? That's what our quote deck does. You want to be changing your mind when you're sitting down to have a meal and be mindful in that meal, right? That's what our mindful mug does. And you want to set goals that are 12-week goals instead of these yearly goals so that you can hit the nail on the target. Hit the target on the nail? I don't know. Something like that. You know what I'm saying. You can check it all out at savingdinner.com/tools. This is where we house them. This is where you can find what you're looking for and nail on the head. There you go. Thank you. This is where you find everything, and you can read in depth more about it. Every single tool that we have, though, there's a psychological reason and research behind it. So this is just not random stuff that we've thought of. This is the real deal. Who was here for the sprint last night, the sprint webinar? I'll tell you what, that was good. You guys really helped me out, and I appreciate it so much. You know, when you show up and turn up and help out, it is just always welcome. And so I'm so grateful for you. Hey, Susan, I'm glad you're in the house. There's my girl, Terry and Juanita. I didn't see you. You guys snuck in. Thank you. Lucy said it was great. Well, good. Now, if you haven't heard it, you can go now at savingdinner.com/sprint. We start the regular sprint that we always do once a month. It starts on Monday. So that said, I'm going to answer a question from Gisela. She says, hi, I've been doing some of the sprints based on the information from my first sprint. My question is, do I have to sign up each time for the next sprint? So this is the question. This is the answer to that. Hi there, Priscilla. I'm glad you're here. Eileen's here too. Yay. You know what it is? If you sign up every time, then you're going to get the emails every time, and you're going to get the sequence that we put you through. If you don't, then you're not going to get it. So it really helps, because if you want to stay in it and you want to stay on top of it, you know, you can just do it if you want to, whatever way, you know, you want to do it, even if you had it from the first time. But this is the best way to do it. This is my opinion, that you sign up every time. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you found it helpful. Thank you, Cheryl. Good job. Yes, Deborah was there too. And Joanne just said that the tools keep me on track. The tools keep us all on track. We need little tiny anchors throughout our day, don't we? We need little things that keep reminding us of who we are. We can't be our best selves unless we give our best effort. And we can't give our best effort if we fall into old patterns. This is to break it all up and to get us back into remembering that we're here on purpose, for purpose. We are the apples of God's eye. Therefore, our purpose is there for us. It's up to us to find it. We get to do that. That's kind of cool. That is super cool, actually. Our supplement of the week, boy, is it flying out the door, you guys. You should see the stacks of boxes. It's going fast. So if you want to get it, get on top of it. It's beauty support. Now, this is our best-selling supplement for a very good reason, because 97% of us are collagen deficient. Do you understand what that means? It's not only your beauty protein making your skin lovely, making your hair and your nails better. It's also a structural protein. This means that it helps with your bones. There's more collagen in your bones than calcium. Helps with the matrix. It helps to hold them and make them sturdy. It also helps with your muscles, your tendons. Think any kind of structure in your body, even the integrity of the cell membrane. Can you imagine? So getting and being able to make your own collagen, crucial. The problem is, as we get older, of course, as we get older, guess what happens? Our ability to do it lessens, and we don't eat it like we used to. We used to eat nose to tail. We don't do that anymore. Everything's boneless, skinless, you know, because we're all squeamish and what have you. So we need to take collagen in and take a supplement that helps us to make our own. That's a double whammy. When you get your collagen in every day, I do it twice a day without fail, and it shows up on my skin. Take this twice a day without fail. Shows up on my skin. But I also don't have any joint pain, right? None, zero. I feel good all the time. And that's me making my own collagen. You can get 3 bottles of this or 4 bottles of this for the price of 3. That's right. If you order 3 bottles, we will give you the 4th one free. That's only until Sunday, I guess. Well, Monday, actually. But this is our supplement of the week. Take advantage of this amazing sale, because it will be gone shortly. savingdinner.com/show is where you will find it. And then, of course, are you signing up for Full Bloom? Who's coming? Sarah says, every time you say beauty support, my brain hears booty support. Hey, it supports that too. Yeah, Joanne's she's my beauty support buddy. She takes her, we religiously. I'm actually bumping it up a little bit just because I thought, well, if that much helps, maybe this much won't help. It won't hurt, you know. If it's too much, I'll just pee it out. But nuts about beauty support. I make Mark take it, and it's really helped. He pulled a groin muscle playing pickleball. And if you don't know what pickleball is, well, you know, around here, it's like a big deal. It's the tournaments and all of that. And so he's taking it and he feels so much better, you know, plus I'm making him do, you know, the same stuff. And full bloom is September 10, 11, and 12. I'll get you all of the information. Sign up to get the email that's going to say, here it is. Because I'm going to just drop one little hinty bomb right here. It's okay, Jenny. I promise you it's okay. I'm going to drop you one more. We will have a early bird pricing special that you will not want to miss, because once that time is over, it's over. We're doing this to get a grip on how many we need to reserve for. We have no idea how many people are going to come. So that's why we're doing this, so that we can get a grip on the whole thing, and we're going to give you a price break on the deal. You will be taken care of head to toe all day Saturday, from the smoothies in the morning, yes, to a fabulous lunch, to bone broth break in the afternoon with a mindful mug, to a steak dinner that is going to knock your socks off. Plus, there will be copious amounts of wine. It will not be a sprint week. Don't worry. See, that's what we do. And that's what everything is about on Saturday. We have a VIP event on Sunday, and that will be charcuterie boards and appetizers. You'll get to meet Caroline. Caroline will be here helping me create and make everything. There'll be boat rides. You'll be able to come to my house. That's Friday night. Fun or what? savingdinner.com/bloom. Come on. You get the emails. Yeah, it's going to be a separate email for sure. It is going to be a separate email saying this is it, or it's going to be something to say, you know, full bloom details enclosed, something to let you know in the subject line. We'll be very deliberate about that so that you know that's what it is. I can tell you right now, you'd be wise to think about your plane stuff, fly into Asheville. You'd also be wise to think about getting your reservation for a hotel. I think the Sunset, I think we sold out the Sunset. It's a cute little kitschy 60s throwback retro hotel, really adorable and really good rates. But I think that one's sold out, but you can check it. Sunset, it's Sunset Motel right here in Brevard, North Carolina. All right, shall we? Who wants some questions answered? This is from Sue. Will the infused waters, in particular those with fruit, break a fast? These drinks seem like a substitute, sort of, for giving up wine. Oh, Sue. I love you to death. But no, there is no replacement for wine. Is there? Is there? Come on, Roberta, help me out here. So I'm wondering if we can drink them into the night after we started our fast. Sure you can. You know, unless you're mashing the fruit into it and you're putting a ton of fruit in there, it's just going to barely hint the water with just a little bit of flavor. And there's, I mean, almost no caloric value at all. None. Oh, and I forgot the quote of the week too. So yes, just really almost no caloric value at all. So yeah, and if it's enjoyable and it's, you know, you're able to just give up the wine and do this joyfully, then definitely give it a try. The original Target Trifecta smoothie has green tea matcha in it in one of the ingredients. The Hot Milk 30 smoothies don't. Is there a reason? Is this intentional? It is, just to break up the monotony, because nobody wants to do our exact Target Trifecta smoothie day after day after day. After 7 days, I'm sick of it, right? I am. Are you sick of it? After 7 days, it's all I can do to choke down that last one, because you need to break things up, and that's why we've done it this way. Roberta says, no way, only wine will do. And let me tell you, I know this, girlfriend. Uh-huh. What is the difference between paleo, mayo, and vegan? Is it simply the egg? Yes. She said, I found vegan mayo, but not paleo, so I think I'll need to make it, which should be fine. Primal Kitchen makes a fabulous avocado mayo. There's Choice Foods, I think, also makes one. Fabulous. You can find it. Look for avocado mayo. That would qualify as a paleo mayo. The reason we have paleo mayo written into the recipes is because I don't want you going back to the old standard of, you know, the commercial ones with the crappy oils in it. crappy oil is one of the biggest inflammation markers out there. All is super crappy. So I want you to stay away from anything that has cottonseed, soybean, safflower, any of that stuff. Your oils are this: olive oil, good fresh pressed olive oil, amazing. By the way, speaking of that, TJ and Megan, who own Fresh Pressed Olive Oil Club, are coming over tonight. We're going to do a spin in the boat and have dinner. Isn't that so fun? I love them. And I love their olive oil. It's just ridiculously good. So fresh pressed olive oil is fantastic. And one thing that I did not know, especially if you're using the fresh pressed olive oil, and we've been promoting this for probably close to 10 years, you can cook with this particular olive oil because it's super hearty, super hearty. Hey, Leisha, you found Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo at Target, Sarah? Good grief. That's fantastic. No, Priscilla, we do follow the Hot Melt 30 next week. We're just there's a lot of people who are not. Okay. I mean, yes, we follow the Hot Melt 30 next week, and those who are, because it basically is sprinting, and those who are sprinting will sprint, but it's pretty much, we're doing that. Yes, I can sip olive oil out of anything. So delicious, wonderful. I'm excited about it. So what I'm saying though is about this mayonnaise is just, it can have egg in it. It just needs to have quality oil, and quality oil would be a real olive oil or avocado oil. I go with avocado oil as instead of olive oil. It's a better mayonnaise. So what are your feelings about using pork rib bones for bone broth? We've had a lot of ribs over the past month. Therefore, I've got quite a stash in the freezer. It dawned on me that I don't hear pork bones mentioned for use in bone broth, so I thought I would ask. Let me tell you. We've done this. So we get our meats from Butcher Box, and fantastic at every time. But sometimes Mark sees a big bargain at the grocery store and he brings home something. Oh, it's marked down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? No. Shut up. Roberta found Primal Kitchen at grocery outlet. Oh, I'm going to have Mark look. We have a grocery outlet here. That's amazing. But I'm really particular about the bones, especially your bones. You want the best quality bones that you can possibly get. So, make sure that you do that. Now, I have mixed pork bones with beef bones with chicken bones. I'm not particular. I just throw them all in together, and fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Pork adds a nice flavor to it, so I like it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. All right. Thanks for all the info and for all you do. It's appreciated. Your work, you're so welcome, Sue, and I'm glad you're here. I saw you, by the way. I'm glad you're here. From Lynn, I've noticed when I eat more than a quarter of an avocado, my stomach gets upset and I get nauseated. I want to cry for you. I want to see crying avocados. Is there such a thing as crying avocados in the emoji department? Is there something I can replace it with in our Hot Melt 30 recipes? You know what I would suggest you do is just take it out. And I mean, obviously avocado crema, you can't, that avocado crema, is that killing you or what? I mean, I would like a vat of that to swim in. It's so delicious. It has such good flavor, but you can't, there's not a replacement for that. So you're just going to have to opt out of the avocado crema. But anytime it's just like chunks of avocado or whatever, think in terms of a good healthy fat, some nuts, butter's fine, a little olive oil, that kind of a thing. So those are the things that you can do instead. Oh, isn't it so true? Sarah just said she was astounded at the quality difference between Butcher Box and what I can find locally. It's so true. I become real snobby on that stuff. I'm like, no, can't do it. And it's really hard when we are bargain hunters. It can be really hard to say, oh shoot, look how much that costs. But the payoff really is you will not be there. There's no inflammation there. I mean, even things like alpha lipoic acid, which is present in beef, is like 30 times the amount in grass-fed. So things like that just make it all the difference in the world. Oh, Leisha's dad's is butcher. Well, hello. If you can do avocados, try the gem avocado. I don't know the gem avocado, Roberta. Tell me about that one. That sounds interesting. We answered Gisella's question for sure. And from Gloria, she said, I'm a little bit confused of when to eat the chia pudding, the collagen shots, and bone broth. Thanks. Okay, she's talking about Hot Melt 30 too. For those of you who are in the Hot Melt 30 or not in the Hot Melt 30 going, what the heck? Hot Melt 30 is a whole round. We're circling the wagons around all the things. It's the food, it's the hydration, it's the movement, just like the regular sprint. But it's also working on your goals. It's also journaling. It's meditating every day. It's taking your supplements. It's doing your morning and your evening ritual and reading every single day. Finding a personal development book, being an active reader, and doing all the things. So you can find out about it at savingdinner.com/30. It's never too late to start, and it is going to be amazing. Plus, we're all taking our collagen seriously, and we're taking pictures of our faces. That's why you see so many pictures of people's faces and full body, the whole 9 yards. We all did it, just lay it all out there, because this is a test, if you will, or a challenge of our inner strength. Can we do all the things? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, because we're so much stronger than we think. So if you want to join the action, it is not too late. savingdinner.com/30. That's where you're going to find it. So let's get back to this whole chia pudding collagen shot thingy. Let's just say this. If you're hungry, do not at all, go for your smoothie. I think Sarah said this yesterday too. I find the smoothie to be more filling than the chia pudding, as much as I love the chia pudding. It doesn't seem to have the same whatever. Maybe it's the volume from the blender. I don't know what it is, but it seems to really work. You eat the chia pudding or take the collagen shots when you break your fast, period. And the reason that we do this, we're never going to go to this place of saying, oh, I'm going to have chia pudding for a snack here. I'm going to have some collagen shots for a snack there. I'm going to bone broth snack over here. Whereas even though I don't see bone broth as a snack per se, because it's so low in calories. Fortunately, it's like 1 cup is 35 calories, and the only reason calories count in this place is, is that going to raise your insulin or not? Not really, no. But the other thing is that some people just get a little bit hungry, or they're going to know that, like we had Jennifer, if you saw her in the Hot Milk Sprint, she was saying, my schedule's, it was great not eating until I was hungry when I could control my schedule. But now that I'm back in my office and doing all the things, I can't do that anymore. So for her, I would recommend, hey, get up then and have a couple of collagen shots, or get up and have a chia seed pudding. Have that be your first meal of the day. And then, 6 hours later, when you're going to be having lunch or whatever, then it'll be a little bit better. Just something little, because sometimes a big smoothie is just too overwhelming and too large. So we just need to do that. Okay. That's what that's about. Bone broth. This is when you're jonesing for a snack and you're just thinking, oh man, if I don't, I know what's in that pantry. The kids have their Cheez-Its or Whiz-Its or whatever the heck of the crackers and blah, 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 blah. And I really want it. Wouldn't it be nice? Boy, I'm just nuts on that. Well, first of all, get out your L-glutamine. You know the drill. Yep. Okay, there goes the cravings gone like that. That will help, number one. Now you take a breath. And number two, the next thing that you do is you have a little cup of bone broth. And you sit there with your little mindful mug, right? And your bone broth. And you just think with gratitude, how grateful you are that you do have control over the situation, that you are stronger than you think, and that never ever in the history of the entire universe has a box of crackers ever called anyone's name from the pantry. Never happened. Never happened. You're thinking you're hearing things, but it's not calling to you. Not at all. So let go of that and just have some gratitude for this. This is going to bring you back to center. Do a quick meditation, even 5-minute meditation, and everything that you can do to just defer and defer and defer to doing something instead of breaking down and going to the place of temptation. Now, one of the things that I have, a couple of things for people who share a home with people who don't exactly want to stay the same, path as you do, it can be a little bit unnerving to open a pantry door and there's just like this buffet of crap, that you don't want to eat, but boy, is it tempting. There's a reason why we get tempted by absolute garbage, because this is intended by the food industry, does this on purpose to make them highly palatable and addictive. P.S. That's what those chemicals are all about. So if you can just kind of keep pushing back and say, no, I'm not going to do that. Deal with your physiology with the L-glutamine. Deal with the whole mind stuff of it by perhaps having your own pantry of items that are things that are permissible, not for snacks, because as we discussed last night, and we've discussed over and over again, we don't need snacks, Nobody's going to die because they haven't had a snack. We are not baby cows. We don't have rumens. We don't need to graze continually. We just need to eat meals, period. Meals, Anyway, and that's what the bone broth is all about. It brings us back to the place of gratitude for what we're about to have, a mindful mug before a Target trifecta meal. It just works. It works because we have to it's not just we do have bodily cravings. We do. We have in our mind, we're thinking about it. And we're like obsessing about it. So we need to keep our visuals straight. Like, don't look at it, or put little sticky notes. This is what I had a coaching client do. She's trying to lose 15 pounds. I had her take a sticky note and put the number 15 with a circle around it and tape those sticky notes, tape them, not just stick them on there, on all the packages of stuff that were her stumbling place. And I had her do that to keep her coming back to her why she wanted this. That's how we do that. It's a fight, it's a battle, but it's doable. It's doable. The one time I thought the crackers were calling me, it turned out to be the 3-year-old hiding in the pantry. Catherine's right. It is mouth entertainment all the way, and we don't need it. Unless you have some kind of a medical condition that requires you to have a snack, you don't need snacks. We are not 4-year-olds at preschool. Okay? No crackers, graham crackers and juice for you. All right. Good for you. Look at this. Emily's having a smoothie right now. Yep. I had scrambled eggs this morning just because I was just hungry as heck when I got up this morning. And I had a rest day yesterday too, which is interesting. I think this is how your body recovers. So, and I have big exercise plans this afternoon after the show. And then I have to get ready for our dinner tonight. Really nice. But I think, I think this is just, how our bodies do. So I had the scrambled eggs. So I'm going to have my smoothie for lunch. Yeah. It's chocolate. I'm going to go. Yeah. The very cocoa smoothie. So good. So good. Amber asks, and she says, how long can the hot milk sprint diet be followed after the 30 days? You can do it indefinitely. You can do it for the rest of your life if you want to. It's never, ever, ever going to destroy you. I promise you. Everybody's going crazy about the sausage fried kale. Isn't that so good? It really is good. And I'm looking at it right now going, ooh, Misfits just brought me some kale. So I might be doing that. Anyway, Amber now is asking about tips on cooking and caring for stainless steel cookware. Okay, this is stainless steel cookware. So she's, she said too, I just got a Calphalon set and I find that everything sticks. It's okay when something like ground beef because the juice unsticks it, but I haven't been able to make anything without liquid like pancakes. Wondering if I need a nonstick for some things. Okay, so use hot milk 365. Exactly. You can add some berries in and see if that works for you. Take them out if it doesn't. Just kind of play with it. But it really is a good. It is a good way for you to. It is a good way for you to live. I mean, we pretty much live by those principles here at our house. And by the way, Mark is 66. He just got his tests back because he's a volunteer fireman, and they did all of them. And they said, he's years younger than what would be, his age. He had no inflammatory markers. Blood sugar's normal. Everything was great. Everything. His cholesterol was a little high, but his ratios were perfect. I said, don't worry about that, and don't let anybody put you on. Well, you know how I feel about medications. So that's a natural thing, by the way. Blood sugar naturally goes up as you get older, and so does your cholesterol naturally get up as you get older. That's why it's really important to keep your carbohydrates especially low as you get older. We're a whole lot more sensitive. Okay, so here's the thing about, I don't have a Cap One set. I have a Kirkland brand set. I'm telling you, they do a fabulous job, and they're ancient. They're probably 20 years old. Love them. And yes, things stick. That means that you've got to use something to unstick. Do not be afraid of a good old fashioned ghee. Use ghee on those pancakes. They'll taste buttery. It'll unstick them and all of that. You don't need to use a nonstick pan. Nonstick pans, there's a few out there. There's a green pan, I think, and a couple of others that are not toxic, because talk about the canary singing in the mine, right? They've shown that somebody showed me a sticker that said, don't heat this pan where there are birds and what have you, because it kills birds. The toxins do, the smell of it. Pretty sad. How do you clean it to not get spots on the metal? Oh, Amber, who cares? It's a metal pan. It's not going to be sitting on your table. You're not going to. This is not your centerpiece. My pots and pans are beat up, and proudly so. They're used all the time. Use them. Love them. They're going to get spots. They're going to get marks. It's not going to be perfect. If they get used, they're going to get loved. That's going to make your meals, and it's worth it. It's worth it to let that go. I mean, honestly, I use SOS pads, love them, or a green scrubby kind of a thing, love those. But you're not going to have perfect pans. Used pans are going to always look like used pans. You can't keep them in their glorious, beautiful, unblemished self. When they get used, they're going to get scratched up. They're going to get everything. And I want you to love every single scratch on them. Promise me that. These are going to be pans that you can hand down to your kids. Yes, there you go. Patsy's right. We do have ugly pots. I have stuff that I've had for 20, even 30 years. And, I wouldn't dream of giving it up. I had Mark one time go through, like, my big turkey roaster pan. I've had that for 20 years. And I bought it freaking, I don't know where I got it at some foo-foo pan company like Sur La Table or something. And I vowed never to do, because that's just, Williams Sonoma, it's expensive stuff. But there it was, and I needed it, and it was there, and I was, I'm going to buy this. I bought it, and it's just as good as it was the day that I got it. However, it's not beautiful anymore. No, it's not. And I had Mark take a stainless steel, this SOS pad, and just boom, 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 go through it. And it got better. It got a whole lot better. But it's still, it's a well-loved, well-used pan. And you know what? They're going to scratch, even ding a little bit. And we're going to just celebrate every single one of them. That means you're cooking good, healthy meals. Use ghee. Use fresh pressed olive oil, fabulous. Use avocado oil. Use even a little butter with some avocado oil you can use, so it won't burn, because, butter will burn easily. But, that's our pots and pans, and we're thrilled to use them. And so when you come, Amber, in September, I'm going to show you my dinged up pots and pans. You can clean it up and make it look like new, but it's never going to look like new. Mine doesn't. Let's hear it for pans that get used, right? We don't want them to sit there and be beautiful. Tomorrow is Soulful Saturday, and we have the very last of their Fear series that we've been talking about. I've got a big treat for you. So keep your keep your eyeballs peeled for our emails. We have all of them. Yes, you're right. Yes, you need to let go of your perfectionism. I didn't want to say that, but listen, Margaret, you should go listen to yesterday's Facebook Live. You should go listen to it. Yes, and I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, we all have some kind of perfectionism that holds us back, don't we? I do. We all do. We all have something. Like right now, I'm thinking, I didn't do my hair very well. Well, I didn't. I was just in a big hurry. I had a lot of things going on. And you're going to forgive me, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, good, cool. Because I got my hair done yesterday, and I thought, plugged in the curlers, ended up not using them. Next time I will. So make sure that you are on our email list. This is really important for you to get all the early bird stuff, all the recipes that we send out, all the notifications and what have you. And if you're a part of our sprint and part of the Hot Milk Sprint, we've got a lot of stuff going on. We're moving from one thing to the other, and we do this so we can stay connected as a community so we can get the work done too. There's a little work involved in all of this, isn't there? It's good work though. We're doing really good work. Thanks for joining me. Here's your quote of the week. And it changes tomorrow, so I really want to say it today. One reason people resist change, it's because they focus on what they have to give up instead of what they have to gain. And you know what? You've gained a lot simply by showing up. You've gained a lot simply by playing full out. When we start keeping our focus on that, that's when we start getting the things that we really want. I like that. Pinkies up. Who's going to be here tomorrow for Soulful Saturday? I sure hope it's you. See you tomorrow. Peace be with you.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.